the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Hey guys, got a entry for the worst human that's ever lived. One of those entries.
Don't say that about yourself, mate.
No, it's
We
not
love
me.
you here, and
No, it's certainly not me. I haven't filled in the form.
Bloke ever.
It's actually worse.
we love you, mate. You have your pros
Thanks,
and cons,
mate.
but we love you.
There's some ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I'm here. And anyway, this girl, this woman, she's married to the man, and they don't have a lot of money. But she's so focused on her daughter's education, she has said to him, "Why don't you sell one of your kidneys? You know, we don't have a lot. Our life is nearly over, but we have a daughter who could excel and start a new life if we had the money for her to be educated."
Well, this is a huge industry, isn't it?
Body
I
parts, yes.
first heard about this on Squid Games.
I do.
Well, it must be real. I thought it was always an urban myth sort of
Oh,
situation.
no. The body organ trade is roaring.
Who on earth
Yeah.
would do that?
Kidneys.
Can you give us a heads up if you donate a kidney? What happens to your body then?
No, you just carry
where
on,
are
don't
you
you?
deficient in? Yeah, are you like? Does it affect you when you consume alcohol and stuff like that?
Well,
Is
Tommy,
it-
that's your
No,
liver.
isn't that a liver
Yeah,
situation?
your liver is like a filter for the body. Tommy is our resident nurse. Tommy, what happens with your kidneys? You've got two of them.
Yeah, you can. Most people can live a full, healthy life with one kidney, which is amazing. But you might get some high blood pressure,
Oh, yeah.
and reduced kidney function because it's all
Well, of course, Tom.
all going onto the one.
You can get can't you get a pig's kidney put in these days?
Yeah, we'll do that for you after 9.
I'm
this
fine.
morning.
He's already got to it, though.
Come on, pig.
Squealing
Hey,
whip
pigs
for
are
you.
good for spare parts.
Yeah,
You
they
can
are.
get
They are.
Pig
That's the
valves,
old
everything. I'm
deliverance.
getting one of those little curly tails added to the back of my
Oh,
spine.
that's going to look so cute on you.
So cute. I'm going to get little holes cut out of all my pants.
Oh, I'd
Can I-
love to watch that. It could carry a
Does
bag
it-
on it.
How much do you get for a kidney these days?
It's $20,000.
for anyone listening.
$20,000 is sort of
That's
the
a lot.
kidney rate. So for a family that has nothing and wanting their daughter to excel in life and have a proper education, he said, "Do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to sell my kidney for the $20,000, right?" So you're thinking, where's the terrible part of this story? I understand that these guys are doing it tough. The saddest part is the money came through. The wife, on seeing the money come through, took the $20,000 and ran off with her boyfriend that she'd had on the side for the past 2 years to start another life.
Oh, so he lost a kidney and the love of his life.
And the daughter goes on to achieve nothing. Now, is that the worst human on the planet?
That is diabolical. That poor man.
Do you know what? He passed out because of the operation and was eaten by a pig. Look, I extended.
What?
Yeah, you've got to be
That
kidding
is
me.
ridiculous.
Oh, God, and I was going to invite him to backyard cricket to try and cheer him up.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I'm a very unusual person.
Oh, we know.
Very unusual.
Which part do you think's weirdest?
All of it.
I could label.
What do you think's the weirdest? Knowing me as you
Your
do.
obsession with children's food. Cheezos.
Those three bodies in your backyard I found a little bit weird. I went around there for a tea the other day.
I did not authorise that drone footage. And
Were they Big Brother housemates?
Igor. He
buried himself, mate.
Igor,
He will
Merlin
never
and
die.
Kane with a K.
All dead.
What I want to tell you is something that happened yesterday. When I came up to play with you guys from Melbourne to Sydney, I've so enjoyed it, by the way.
Thanks for dropping
Bloody
by.
loved it.
Anytime, mate.
I'm not a high-powered career woman, so I don't travel for work. You know what I mean? I had to buy some carry-on luggage to go on the plane.
Okay.
Like
Did
a
you?
10-year-old. Yes. Anyway, I arrived, and because I'm not really au fait with everything, one of the unusual things about me is that I don't do well in rooms with windows that don't open.
Okay.
And so for hotels, on the rare occasions I stay in them, I have to ask, does the window open?
Right.
Because otherwise I feel like I'm in a cell. right?
Yeah.
So when the good people at Nova said, so you're going up to Sydney, you're going to play with the boys, where would you like to stay? I said, look, I don't really mind as long as there's a bed and the window's open.
Sure.
And then they looked at me. Okay.
Oh, God, is that her frame
So
of mind?
So Formula One's out of the question.
Yes.
I'm not.
And let's put her only on level 1 or 2.
So anyway, I stuck my nose in where it shouldn't be because I don't book hotels and I don't know what I'm doing, but I think I know what I'm doing. So I was booked into a hotel and I arrived on Sunday night and lobby, great.
Yeah.
But checked in, got my little swipey card and I went into the room and I thought, my initial reaction was, am I on the run from the police?
Okay, it was a cell.
Is this where I'm staying to avoid detection
Right.
from the authorities?
Wasn't an escape room, was it? It was an actual hotel.
Honestly, I am not fancy, but it was depressing, and I think it's the lighting. The lighting was
Lighting in
fluoro.
hotel rooms.
The lighting was fluoro, and it was a giant rectangle with no windows anywhere.
Oh, no.
There was a door at the end with a view of, Vivian's living room across the road.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God, I feel very sad in here. I feel sad. Yeah. And then I went to the toilet and I thought, oh my God, I'll do a wee. And there was a big, very clinical room. It reminded me of where I got ready for my colonoscopy.
Right, okay.
And it had a top-loader washing machine and a dryer and a huge tub. And then I looked at the rubbish bin, and it had a big push sign on the top of it. It had push on it, and I thought, I can't stay here.
No.
I can't stay here. So I made other arrangements. I've never done that before.
So you went down to reception?
Yes. So here's the thing. My initial reaction is I'm just going to leave my key card on the table and go.
That's
and then
powerful.
by the time I'm in the Uber, they'll realise. Right, because I only just checked in, remember?
She's running.
The same crew was there that checked me in. And then I thought, no, your New Year's resolution, your intention is to say what you mean. Say it. Don't hide your light under a bushel.
No.
So I thought, this is a good opportunity. I've done nothing wrong and I'm going to communicate that I am going, right?
Yeah,
so
I find this hard to do.
It's very
I find
hard.
it hard to do. Yeah,
it's very hard. And I didn't rehearse it, see, and I should have.
Wippa's the opposite.
No, I don't care.
He's gone into a hotel room, clogged the toilet, and then gone back down and said he wanted to change rooms. I'm not joking.
Well,
he did that.
The toilet flush didn't have push on it.
He
so I didn't know
did
what
that
to
at the
do.
Roosevelt.
No, I did not, mate.
In Hollywood. I'm not joking.
What did you clog it
Did he,
with?
Tommy?
Yeah,
he clogged
he did
the
it.
toilet.
The worst bit was he did it to the next room that he moved into.
to 2 rooms.
Absolute rubbish.
Two.
I moved rooms because of the noise at a pool party. That's why I moved rooms. I didn't clog the toilet.
No, it sounded like you left because of the poo party, get it? You're invited.
For one.
So this is what I said. I got down in the lift and I had my little rolly new luggage behind me and I looked at the girl at reception and I thought, oh God, I haven't planned what I'm going to say. So I put the key down on the top of the counter and I said to her, I have to go.
Wow.
And
What a moment.
You would
I
have felt
know.
important.
And then she said, okay. And I went, and then I pushed the card a little bit closer. And I said, this place is not for me.
And she's pressing the emergency button underneath the desk, going, "Oh my gosh, this woman is so."
I know.
And did she say what place is for you?
No, she said, okay.
She probably understood.
And then I walked out and I was 50% proud of myself for saying something and then 50% horrified with how weird I am. I'm waiting for my Uber. Guess what the girl behind the counter did?
What?
She came out and spoke to me when I was on the street.
And said, whoa.
She said, would you like to see another room? We can upgrade you. I was like, I said, no, I have to go. I have to go. And she said, please, we can send you further up the hotel.
What did you say?
I said,
Does the window
I'd
open?
already booked another hotel room. I'd already found
you're
myself.
already gone?
I'd already found myself something else
What
before
a
I left.
power move.
And I said, no, please. And then I just could not wait for the Uber to come.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is just stay cowardly. You don't have to tell people.
No.
You don't have to tell people.
Storm out.
All right? Don't look someone in the eye who's quite normal and go, I have to go. I can't be here.
And if you're really angry, block the toilet.
Yeah!
Fits in Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.